vehicles were witnessed actually passing through the streets of Harare. Quite a number of them, and they seem to have actually better military artillery these days, I think, compared to what we used to see, especially during the military coup of 2017, when Robert Gabriel Mugabe was actually removed. We hear that some of the vehicles could not move to the streets of Harare when the military coup was actually orchestrated. And details later came on that the military did not also even have a budget. I mean, if we are to rely on what has been put on the public domain by individuals such as Themba Mliso, that it relied on the fuel that was bought by Udawashe Takure. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one. It's more frequent in Zimbabwe these days to see military vehicles moving to the streets of Zimbabwe, and today they were witnessed moving on the streets of Harare, and this was at Glenara on Samora Machel towards town. So this is, I think we will actually assume that the military may have been carrying out, conducting routine exercises, most probably warming up for the days to come. Who is behind this deployment, and why is the Mnangagwa regime continually doing military exercises, especially in civilian areas? You know, when you see military vehicles moving in civilian areas, it's always scary. Of course, I think I just saw some communication from one Mrakashi some few weeks ago. I don't know whether they were talking about today, that the military vehicles were going to be moving from a certain point to a certain point. So today the military vehicles were witnessed in the streets of Harare. What's the purpose of this? Nobody knows who is behind this military movement. Most probably they are exercising in anticipation of the days to come. There is high probability that may be the case, because we know that when Mnangagwa come from his leave, definitely he would be pushing the term extension, and as usual they expect the people of Zimbabwe to protest. Most probably these military personnel are just to remind the people of Zimbabwe that we are there. If you try any protest, we will be able to deal with you. We have got enough arsenal to do that. But is that sufficient actually to stop the people who are fighting for the soul of their nation or for their constitution? I don't think so. So the visibility of the military in the streets of Zimbabwe definitely speaks of the preparations for the days to come. It's the thrills that the military is doing in anticipation of actually protest, because days to come, there is high probability that we are going to see a lot of people protesting, specifically to oppose the 2030 term extension for Emerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa. There is absolutely, for the first time, an agreement between the people of Zimbabwe as well as also the people in ZANU-PF that 2030 term extension is unnegotiable. It should be opposed by all the people in Zimbabwe, because it stands to just benefit a minority, whilst the rest of the people in Zimbabwe languish in poverty. So it's quite clear, dealing with a person with the caliber of Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa, these vehicles are simply moved around the streets just to show the people the power that they have. But is it sufficient to make it a point that he actually goes scot-free with his term extension up to 2030? I don't think so. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when you